All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Data Over Ego. I am your host, Jacob Chandler, and today we're going to be going over 4 email automation sequences that you need to be using for your e-commerce brand. So here I just wanted to quickly show you the importance of having your Klaviyo or your email platform set up properly. Here's one of our e-commerce stores. We've done over the past 30 days $3,700,000 in revenue, and of that $3,700,000, 29% of it is from Klaviyo, just overall campaigns and email flows, and from email automation alone is 10% almost of that revenue, with $318,000 over the past 30 days. If we go to the past 90 days, when it loans, our store has done $8,600,000. Revenue from Klaviyo is 26% of that, so that's $2,200,000. And our email flows alone, just over the past 90 days, have done $782,000. So this is the importance of having proper email flow set up. Is we set up these these are the flows, these are the sequences that we're going to be teaching you. We set up these flows one time, set them up with evergreen copy, so we never had to go back in and touch them. Sure, we'll go in and optimize them, but we only set them up one time, and this generated $782,000 for our business this year. And this is something that every business out there, if you're not running email automation, you're really losing out on a lot of money. You can see our welcome series over the last 90 days has done $615,000. Browse abandonment, 109. Abandoned cart, 28. These are all things that every e-commerce business needs to be doing to grow their brands online and to make your ads be that much more profitable, because this is just going to amplify any paid advertising that you're doing. So why is email automation important? Well, it's important because it allows you to help maximize your marketing efforts by making the most out of each touch point a person makes on your website. So what does that mean? It allows you to make more revenue from your existing customers and potential customers when you have a proper email automation sequence set up. So just some quick things to know before we get started. When you're making your automation sequences, just make sure the copy that you're putting into them is evergreen. And what that means is don't add any dates into the sequences when you're setting these 4 up, because what that will do is if somebody gets something that's holiday related copy when you make it initially for the email sequence, if somebody gets that email in July, they're going to be a little weirded out about why am I getting a Christmas style email. And when it comes to the email platform that we recommend as an agency, we always use Klaviyo. It's our favorite platform. If you're not using Klaviyo, MailChimp is okay. It's cheaper. But Klaviyo, if you're running an e-commerce brand, is a must-have platform for you to use. And again, guys, this isn't as complicated as it seems. We work with hundreds of clients at Prolific, and when we talk to clients initially that are in the startup phase, they look at email automation and they kind of tend to overcomplicate it when it's a lot easier than it seems. So I'll walk through the top 4 automation sequences that you need to be setting up for your e-commerce brand that will help you drive more revenue. And more importantly, email automation is extremely profitable due to its low cost of buying into these ESPs. So the first sequence and series that we'll be going over is the new subscriber welcome series. So this is one where if somebody goes to your website and signs up to your email pop-up form when they're brand new and aren't a customer yet, this is the welcome series that they're going to receive. So what goes into this welcome series and what's the goal of it? The goal is to really educate these people that haven't heard of you before and to remind them of why they're on your list. You should give these users a story to tell to themselves about your brand, just so they can understand why you're different than brand XYZ. Because I'm sure no matter what field you're in as an e-commerce entrepreneur, I'm sure there's brands similar to yours. So you need to give this person something within their inbox that they can read and be like, and instantly know that's why they're different. That's why I want to be a part of this. That's what I can tell my friends, where they can think I'm cool or whatever. You want to basically give them a story to tell to help spread the word via word of mouth, and a story to tell themselves so they can understand why they should buy from you. So what I like to do in this series here, say the person signed up on your website via pop-up and that pop-up offered them a 20% off discount. I like to remind them within the first 3 emails in all of them of the sequence of, hey, you signed up on our website for this discount. Here's your code. It's still active. Here's a link to shop our new arrivals, our best sellers. And I like to do that for the first 3 emails and kind of escalate the sense of urgency. So on the first one, I'll just be like, it's nice and friendly. Welcome to brand X. We're about X, Y, and Z. Here's the discount you signed up for. On the next one, make it a little bit more urgent. Say that discount code's about to expire tomorrow. And then on the third email in the sequence, make it so they feel like I need to buy today, otherwise I'm going to lose out on this good discount that I initially thought was a good deal when I signed up for it. So on that last one, say, hey, this discount's ending today. Use it now or lose it. So when it comes to this sequence itself, you can make it as long as you want, or you can make it as short as you want. I wouldn't go under 3 emails in the sequence, but you can have this. I had a brand in the past where I had this sequence go for a year straight, and I had close to 90 emails in it, where a new email would go out every 3 or 4 days. And it's really however long you want to build it out, you can build it out that long. It just really depends on, are you the type of e-commerce store owner, or do you have the email marketing professional working with you that's going to send out an email once or twice a week with a normal email campaign strategy? Or are you a busy e-commerce entrepreneur that doesn't have the time to go in 2 times a week and send out an email campaign? So it's really up to you as to how long you build this series out, but this should be your most profitable series by far. So the second email sequence that we recommend is setting up just an abandoned cart email series. Now, what an abandoned cart email series is say somebody's on your email list already, whether they signed up via your email pop-up form or bought from you in the past. Klaviyo will have their IP address, and they'll be able to track them and their actions on your website by that IP address. So say somebody's on your email list and they go look at product X, Y, and Z, and they add these items to their cart and they leave. That's when this series will be prompted to start. And within Klaviyo, it's really easy. It's really easy within MailChimp too to set this series up. They have a few templates that you can use. But what we really recommend with it is having it be a 3 total email sequence. You can have up to 4. 2 would be okay, but 3 is really kind of that sweet spot in between where it's not overly annoying, but it still gets the results. And the emails in the sequence that are going to get the most revenue are going to be the first and second one. The third one will give you some revenue, and by the fourth one, the people are like, dude, stop emailing me about the product that I left in my cart. I don't want it anymore. So what we recommend is that initial email, and you can have every email in the sequence not use any sort of discount, but definitely don't offer them an incentive to come back with a discount with that first email in this sequence, because then you're going to be kind of teaching that customer to expect a discount. They're going to be the Kohl's customer, if you will, trying to get everything at a discount. So you don't want to teach them. That, but feel free in emails 2, 3, and if you do 4, 4, to have those ones offer some sort of incentive, like whether it be a free shipping offer or some sort of small discount to get them pushed over to the edge to go ahead and make a purchase. And that's what we've seen be really, really successful with a lot of the e-commerce brands that we work with. Where on the initial one, they say, hey, we saved your cart for you, here it is. And on the next ones, they're saying, hey, we saved your cart for you, it's about to expire, just so you know, flash sale today, get free shipping or get 10-15% off your purchase, but you have to make the order now. And then on the next one, on the third email, they'll be saying, hey, this code expires now, use it or lose it, and really try to make them feel anxious to push them over the edge. And the rhythm for these, for email 1, send it out roughly 1 to 4 hours after they abandon their cart. For email 2, do 24 hours after they abandon their cart. And for email 3, send that one out 24 hours after email number 2, or 48 hours after they abandon their cart. But that's the rhythm. So this should be your second or third most profitable email campaign or email sequence behind the welcome series and view abandonment. So email sequence 3 that we focus on is the view abandonment series. So it's simple. It's pretty similar to the abandoned cart, but instead of people adding an item to their cart and leaving without making a purchase, this is somebody that's on your email list already, that MailChimp or Klaviyo have their IP address, that they're saying, hey, they viewed product X, didn't add it to cart, and they left the website. So they showed enough purchase intent to view a product, but not make a purchase. So what you're trying to do here is kind of harness that purchase intent from them and send them an email within the first 2 hours of them seeing the product and leaving without buying with something like, hey, did you see something that you liked on the website? And maybe offering them some sort of little incentive, be like, hey, we have a flash sale today, and you can use the templates that are already in Klaviyo or MailChimp to show them what they just looked at on the website. And then they won't know that the email is being sent to them because they just looked at those products. They'll just be thinking, wow, I'm lucky. I'm getting a small discount on that item I looked at earlier today. So that's something that you can do, but send that first email in the sequence about 2 hours after they after they abandon viewing the product. And then for the second email, send it 24 hours after they abandon the page, after they leave and don't see a product. And for the second one, you can kind of build a sense of urgency by adding copy similar to like while supplies last. Make them feel like, hey, the product or products that you just looked at on the website are about to go out of stock. So make sure you buy them now before they're gone forever. And you can, again, offer some sort of call to flash sale, if you will. They won't know the difference. Just say it's a flash sale and give them 10% off free shipping. It's worth doing that since they just had a high level of purchase intent. You're just trying to capture and maximize what they just did on your website. So that's what View Abandonment does, and this should be a very profitable series for you. Obviously, the more traffic your website has and the more past customers you have, the more scale this series is going to have. But no matter what size brand you are, this is going to be a profitable series and email sequence for you. So if I say sequence or email series or email drip, they're all the same thing. But this should be a very profitable series for you as well. Okay, so now on to the last of the four, the new customer email series. So last but not least, so this series can really be as long or as short as you want. And the people that are in this are people that are first-time purchasers that maybe they came through one of the other flows, like the welcome series. Maybe they paid directly from an organic social post. Maybe they came from a paid ad. Whatever, they're new customers, and you're going to treat them as such. You want them in the first email that you send to them. Your goal is to make them feel like, hey, you're part of my tribe. You're included. This is what we're about. So when they get their product, they know exactly the touch points to tell their friends how to help spread the word of mouth. They know the brand, this product, this shirt that I bought, this jewelry that I bought, this earring that I bought, this candle that I bought, whatever you sell, this is why I bought it, because this brand does X, Y, and Z, and the product has X, Y, and Z features, and yada, yada, yada. You want to give them a story to tell their friends and make them feel good about buying from you so they can come back again. And another thing that's just important to this series here is it can really be as long or as short as you want. You can build out this new customer series with kind of just educational content along your brand, telling them what your best sellers are, and having a series of 30 emails that go over a certain amount of time. You can definitely do that. Or, again, similar to the welcome series, where you can do it like that and build a whole bunch of emails into the sequence, constantly educating people and sending out new like best-selling type emails, best-selling product type emails to the people. Or you can make it just one quick email, two quick emails. The first one could be, hey, just so you know, this is what we're about. The second email in the sequence could be, hey, please leave a review for us, similar to how we do in the company that I showed you earlier in the screen recording. So you could do it like that, and that would be the short end, or you could just have the initial email be, hey, this is who we are, spread the story of the brand, and the second email could be the customer reviews. Then from there, you could keep building the sequence out as long as you want. If you're sending out a bunch of regular emails to customers, past customers with new products and new articles you may write for your blog, once or twice a week, then you don't really need to build this sequence out. But again, this is one that's often overlooked, where people get the purchase and they don't really worry a whole lot about retention, when retention is a big part of the game when it comes to online advertising. Is if you're paying, to break even to acquire a customer, or you're just barely making money on your paid acquisition, you need to be really good at retention marketing. And this is what a new customer series will allow you to be a little bit better at, is kind of retaining these customers at the highest ROI possible. But so that's the video. Those are the 4 sequences that you need to be using. If you're interested in learning more about me, you can find my blog, dataoverego.com. If you're interested in working with my marketing agency that spent over $25 million and is one of the first Facebook preferred advertising partners, you can go to prolific.media and we'll be able to help you out there. I would really appreciate it if you enjoyed the content, if you learned something, if you could subscribe, tell a friend. I would really, really appreciate it. I plan on coming out with these videos more frequently than I did in the past. Thanks for joining me today, and have a good one.